Jake, Ben, I want you two for this mission. You're going to be the first two to set foot on Mars.
Mars? But nobody's ever been to Mars.
You're right. No one has ever set foot on Mars. It's 34 million miles away. We're going to need lots of fuel, but it needs to be lightweight. The weight is going to affect the fuel usage and the landing. We're also going to need a secondary spacecraft for backup in case something goes wrong with the main ship.
Maybe we should send a rover down to check the dust storms in the atmosphere.
You're exactly right, and that's what this droid is going to do. It's going to land first and check the atmosphere and dust storms to make sure it's safe. The other issue we'll run into is trying to figure out the propulsion and braking times so that you're not thrown back out into orbit in space. We have to check the gravity field.
What? That's an R5 unit. Those things are amazing.
Indeed they are, and this one is programmed specifically for your Mars mission. So, are we a go?
Yes, sir, we are. We're very excited.
This is the satellite that we'll send out first before the rover. It's going to check the atmosphere and the orbit.
Whoa. Mars, a planet 34 million miles away that would take 7 months to travel to.
This is the shuttle that we will be taking on our mission to Mars. It has 2 propulsion rockets. There is a massive hydrogen fuel tank, the lightest fuel available right now, attached to the main ship. A lightweight fuel is necessary because of the length of the trip, but also the weight affects the landing. If it's too heavy, the landing will be rough. A rough landing could cause the ship to explode or throw it back out into orbit. The rover droid sits on the wing, ready to go. These are the retro rockets. They fire backwards in the opposite direction that the ship is traveling in order to slow it down as it enters into the atmosphere of Mars.
The front end of the large fuel tank is the landing pod that carries a single astronaut to the surface.
Mars is the planet in the upper left corner, behind Earth.
The average temperature on Mars is about minus 80 degrees Fahrenheit. The landing droid checks the atmosphere. Everything looks good, so the astronaut pod is given permission to land. Victoriously, he exits the pod. I am the first to set foot on Mars.